all here. We're back, and it is the finale for Spies.Edu. Evil Gary. Woohoo! Ah, yay! Anyway, I am your storyteller for this evening. Glyza. I go by they them. You can find me everywhere by going to @classical Glyza. But enough about me. Let's go over to the important people around me. Starting with Clara. Why don't you introduce yourself, the character you're playing, and a favorite memory that Ames has?
Ooh, okay. So hi everyone, my name is Clara. I'm at Verily Disco, she, they, and I play Ames, they, them. Favorite memory would have to be, and this might come as a shock to those who've been following Ames as a character, the day that Ames got recruited to be a spy, not with originally with AAA, but with a different agency, was probably one of the most proud moments that Ames will never admit.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Let's go to Riley, who plays the wonderful June. Sorry, I should have let you introduce that. But you know what? Why don't you introduce yourself? Introduce who you're playing and what their favorite memory is.
Hi, I'm Riley. I'm on Twitter and Twitch at Riley Gritch, and I am playing June Best, 00 something. And June's favorite memory is probably the time that she finally broke out of her oppressive Black Ops upbringing and tore the whole thing down with her bare two fists and basically went full Jason Bourne on Treadstone. Yeah.
Perfect. Next is Sarah. Who you are, what you're doing, what character you're playing, and what their favorite memory is.
Yeah. So I'm Sarah Baba Yaga, she, they pronouns, and I am playing Bridget Flanahan, traditional Russian name, of course. Who I think Bridget's favorite memory, most beloved, warm, cherished memory, is the day after she originally was supposed to retire when she got her dog Sadie. And then she got called by Gary again.
Oh, Gary.
But Sadie.
Sadie. All right. Last but not the least, our favorite Agent Bubblegum, Cassidy.
Hello, I am Cassidy, Awkward Cassidy on socials, and I play Corey Price. I don't know if I've ever said her last name. Oh, wow. And
Better late than never.
her favorite memory is probably the fact that her environmentalist efforts turned into her now having 3 best friends.
Oh, that's very sweet. I'm glad that you have that favorite memory. And I want you all to hold on to that memory because maybe it'll help somehow at a later time, but I want you to hold on to that memory. We open this game with a scene. All 4 of you are standing on stage. Cindy is on the ground, and there's also another Cindy standing up. You remember that the good Cindy has been helping you, and the bad Cindy had an evil plan. And as you were able to stop this evil plan by Cindy, you feel a very strong laser hit all 4 of you. And I want you to take your time to describe that feeling of separation that you feel after you get hit by the laser. And we can start with Corey, actually.
I think Corey feels surprised and also maybe a little relieved as she's being split. At least the part that can do more without restriction.
Right.
And I think she's, while the other half is just in utter shock of losing something so vital.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's just a lot of confusion.
Perfect. Clara, how's Ames feeling?
So Ames probably feels similarly to Corey in the beginning. This kind of like this confusion, and then suddenly feeling a lot of Ames's. It's like a lot of like weight just gets lifted all of a sudden. A lot of insecurities and things get lifted out. That Ames knows has been there, but now they've been somehow moved outward into something else.
Perfect. June, how are you feeling?
June feels no difference at all.
Perfect. Finally, Bridget, how are you feeling?
Well, Bridget is torn. This is scary, and I don't know what is going on, and I just got hit with a laser, and I'm going to be good and bad, and I don't know what that is. Bridget really couldn't give a shit.
Perfect. Smoke suddenly engulfs the stage. And when the smoke dissipates, you see Cindy. You see Corey. You see Bridget. And you also see Ames. You see Professor Vera. But you don't see June. June is missing.
Scaffolding. She must be somewhere up in scaffolding.
Go ahead and roll to
That's
see if you
always
see
the
anything.
first thought.
40 D8s. Unless you're using a gadget.
Yeah, I got my vision visor. Oh shit. Well,
Do we still have
then.
the gadgets from last session?
Yes.
Oh no, they all got used up, right?
Oh, if they all got
I thought
used
we
up,
got used.
don't worry. You might get some new ones.
Cool.
So my roll was 1, 2, and then 6, 7, 7.
Perfect. You're able to see very clearly that there's no one up there. You usually can see the vantage points and you're able to like look very carefully on there, but you can clearly tell that no one's up there. And June is definitely not up there.
That is good, because if June was up there, then we would be dead. Yeah, I'll relay all of that. Like, nope, not in that corner, not over there.
Professor Vera looks at everyone and says, "Are you okay? Is everybody okay?"
I mean, yeah? No?
Where's June?
Are we going to die?
Professor Vera looks at you and says, "No, but I think you got hit by the same thing that Cindy got hit with." Cindy. And Professor Vera looks at Cindy. Cindy stands up and says, "I don't think we were successful in combining. I think I'm still good,
Oh.
Cindy." And you all remember as you were getting hit, Gary's laugh echoing through the party.
Could maybe Gary have changed the configuration of gun or laser to make it so you can't reattach?
I don't think so. I think he had a different plan all along.
Oh,
As Professor Vera.
Then who hit Gary?
I don't know.
maybe the evil Cindy before? He's been gone though, hasn't he? Hasn't Gary been like missing-ish?
Yep.
Okay.
He's been missing for a little bit.
Cindy also shouldn't even know who Gary is, in theory.
Well, it was Professor Vera telling you about the. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
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 Cindy has no idea who Gary is.
Oh my
I
god,
mean, other
like
than
some
the
middle-aged dude.
Cindy knows a little bit now because she was taken to the AAA compound. And as you're talking about this, we're gonna change scenes a little bit. We're gonna go to the evil group. At the evil group, you see June, you see Corey, you see Ames, you see Bridget. There's also a Cindy there. There's a Gary there too. And then Gary is texting someone and then puts away his phone. And then looks at you four. Well, how are you feeling, agents?
Great.
I feel amazing. I don't know. Whew, I feel good.
That's good.
Bored.
I feel like I'm ready to work.
I'm so proud. I'm so happy. See,
So what's it?
what I'm planning to do is to change AAA from the goody two shoes spy company that it is to being a little bit more selfish.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, but it
Sounds
also
like the
means
right
we get
amount
a
of work
lot
for
of
me.
money.
It's already pretty
Money's good.
selfish, isn't it?
Yeah, but we're gonna get a lot of money.
How?
Well, we're
Are we
gonna
gonna
steal
kill
a lot of
people?
it.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna steal a lot of it. Kill people on the way. Doesn't matter.
Oh, cool.
Good.
Yeah, killing people I'm down with.
Perfect.
The rest is kind of boring though. Oh, sorry guys. It's just without any action, I'm gonna fall asleep.
That's okay. I'm sure you'll get some action soon. Cindy, and then Cindy walks in, and somehow her laugh is higher and more teenier. Finally, you're all cooler than before. I'm
Too
so
bad
excited.
you're not.
Well,
Cindy, if you laugh again, you will not laugh ever again.
Oh,
Cindy, I
like
think you
this
should laugh
part.
as much as you want, and I think we're gonna be best friends here.
I like
There are-
you.
I like
There
you
are-
too.
There are approximately 206 bones in the adult human body, and I know how to break every single one of them.
Well,
I
technically,
like you
if we're
too.
under the age of 25, then we're not adults and we have more bones. So you need to go for the growth plate too.
Oh, I'm well aware.
Just for everybody else. Watch your growth plates.
Sure.
However, we do have a little bit of a problem.
Uh,
You see your counterparts. They still exist. And we can't have them getting in the way. Now, we can't kill them, because if I do kill them, thought about this, that means you die too. And I kind of like having you around.
how would you know?
I like having you around now. So, the plan is to kidnap all of them, put them in our little jail downstairs in AAA, and keep them there for the rest of their lives, and you take over. Sound
Works
like a
for
good
me.
plan?
If we get bored with their lives, then we can just take another one.
Yeah.
Do we have to pretend to be like them? All goody two shoes and working together.
You don't have to.
Okay.
You can be whatever you want. That's what being evil
I
means.
mean, they're probably going to be on their way here anyway.
That's true.
We should be ready.
I am going to rely on you for that.
We
And
can
because of
hurt them.
that, I'm going to give you a little bit of some gadgets. And while I'm pulling up my gadget list, because I didn't pull it up just yet, let's switch over to the good team again. What is the good team doing? And again, it's only just the three of you.
Texting June. Like, if she is not ready to kill us, then we should text her and make sure she is okay, not like in bathroom having shits or something.
There's a ding. Does June reply?
She can't.
There is no reply.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Must be massive shit.
You do get a text back. You do get a text back from Gary though.
Oh,
And Gary says, "Sorry, June's a little tied up at the moment." And then he signs
I'm
it.
gonna drop
Gary.
the joke. I was gonna be like, is her bowel movements okay?
Gary signs his texts.
Yes,
He
because
would-
he's
Yeah.
evil.
Of course
Because
he
he's
does.
evil.
He has a
Sincerely,
signature.
evil Gary.
Sent from my iPhone. Or sent
Sent-
from
Sent from my BlackBerry.
Oh. I love
Oh my
blackberries.
gosh.
And he never
Sent from
turned
my
off
Nokia.
signature, so it says something stupid like "Have a great day."
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So evil team. Let me just where is it? Let me give you your. Let me pull it up. There it is. Perfect. Let me give you. This is for the evil team. These are your 3 gadgets. You get Mountain Dupe. This is a shake, and if you shake the can, a hologram of yourself appears and begins to be a distraction. You get, let's see, the roller skates. These shoes contain the latest in levitating energy and laser cutting technology. You can slide around on any ground as if you're on ice skates moving twice as fast. These are the roller skates. And finally, you get, let's see, the backup pack, which is a large portable teleporter that you can teleport to a place within 50 feet. You don't control where you teleport, but it is within 50 feet. And then that is what Gary hands out to the 3 of you. Be careful with this.
Is it just 2 or did I miss the
3 or
first one?
4?
3. So it's Mountain Dupe.
Mountain Dupe.
Yes.
Mhm.
The roller skates and the backup pack.
I love Mountain Dew. I love that so much.
Yeah, that's really good.
Perfect.
I meant
By the way, I want to thank Peter Voss on Twitter because he is the one that gave me so much ideas for our gadgets. He is great, and I'm going to send you all a list of the gadgets that you could have gotten during this game. But I
Of
rolled the
course
dice.
he did. Of course
Thank you,
he helped.
Peter.
It's great.
Punny bastard.
For clarification, are there 3 of us now or 4 of us?
There's
This is-
3.
With the evil group,
Oh,
there's
4.
4.
Yeah.
With the good
Yeah.
group, there's 3.
Okay.
June is MIA.
Perfect. With the good group, Professor
group.
Vera
And the
takes
evil group
is June.
the evil group is the
Corey,
one getting the
Ames.
gadgets.
Yes, currently, because Evil Gary just gave him the gadgets.
Okay.
Professor Vera does take you to a
right.
different location, a different spy base. this is a little bit different from what you're used to. A little bit more. Let's say if AAA was very obvious as a base. This base that Professor Vera takes you is a little bit more subdued. It's like it's a lot bigger on the inside than it is on the outside, and you enter through a phone booth. So just
Oh,
basically, it's a very interesting building. And Professor Vera looks at everyone. It's an inspired uh place. I hope you like it.
this is good. This is very. I like the built-ins. That is a good touch.
Perfect. Well, I have sent Cindy home. I don't think that she'll be safe with all the evil versions of you running around. But we need to stop this. We need to stop whatever Gary has planned.
Do we have any ideas of? I mean, like, is he going to turn everybody evil, or like?
Honestly, I don't know. I've never seen Gary act like this. To the point where I think he was the first victim of the ray gun.
Okay, who had Reagan at the? Wasn't that your friend Ames, the boy?
Brian did have the ray gun.
Did he shoot? Did he shoot Gary?
Professor Vera is you can see her eyebrows like meet. No. Brian wouldn't have
Uh,
wouldn't have had the chance.
Where did Brian get it?
Brian hit it. I have it.
Where
Remember-
did Brian get it?
Well, Brian's being trained under this spy agency. I'm assuming that's where he got it.
but you do not know. Where is he? Like, can we interrogate? I mean, ask him some questions.
Yeah. Let me call him. And you do see Professor Vera type a phone number and call. Looks down on on her phone and says, "He's not picking up."
Oh, maybe both Cindy and Brian are in trouble. Okay. Maybe June has Brian. She's always like 2 steps ahead of us, so that could be.
Professor Vera looks at you. We need to find them and we need to stop them. I'm assuming there might be in the AAA.
I mean, if
I
nothing else
might
would.
have a suggestion.
Yeah,
This
Ames.
is Ames. I don't know what's up with me, but I do know that I have Brian on Snapchat, and
Perfect.
I think his location might be on.
Go ahead and roll it to see if it's successful.
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 5, 7, 8.
It is successful.
Cool.
He's right outside AAA.
Oh no.
So it says here that he's right outside.
Okay. Well.
We are not at AAA, by the way. We are at
Where
yeah.
Yeah.
right outside AAA. Yeah.
Perfect.
We sent him home, didn't we?
You
That's-
did send him home.
So why?
Oh no. I we should have some tea and then go to work.
Okay. Well, I have some gadgets for you.
Oh.
It might not be as good as what you get at AAA, but it is.
Aww. She's
It's
worried
something.
about her off-brand Kirkland gadgets. Come on, it's all good. Made in the same factory.
All right. Here is a Sprite. And she hands you a bottle. The Sprite, and if you shake and throw it, it acts as a flashbang. Uh, so that's the first gadget. The second one is a also a backup pack, which is but instead of a backup bag, she calls it the teleporter bag because that makes more sense than a backup bag. And finally, she hands you a CD-ROM dress tux. Basically, it is a dress made of CD-ROMs or CDs, and it could be twirled about to slice or deter nearby foes or dazzle them. Or it can also be used to bypass any device that has a CD-ROM in it. Those are the things that this CD-ROM dress or tux can do, depending on who decides to wear it. But these are the three things that you have: the CD-ROM dress or tux, the teleporter pack, which is basically the backup pack, just used properly, um, and the Sprite. I don't know why I really like this bottled cans that AAA does, but I think they have a good idea about it. But
It's portable. It's nice.
Yeah.
Sarah, did you make these?
Huh?
What?
Did you make these?
No,
Corey was asking Vera if she made them.
no,
Oh,
I did not
okay.
make them. I ordered them from the Spy store.
There's Spice store.
Yes, it's an underground
That
store
also
for
tracks.
spy companies. The Spy store, you know, kind of like the Apple store, but for spies.
Yeah, it's just like if they ship to you, then they know where your base is and like what
Oh,
the
we have a
schools will be
it's a whole
inside.
pickup location. You know
Oh,
how on
there's dead
Amazon you
drops.
pick
Okay,
up
okay.
there's we call them spy hubs. You know, where we
Oh, okay,
go
okay.
and like pick up.
You can
That's
get the
what it is.
code on your phone.
Exactly, exactly. On our amazing phone thing.
Mint Mobile phone
On
sponsored
our
by Mint
on
Mobile.
our amazing Mint mobile phone, sponsored by Ryan Reynolds. Again, Ryan Reynolds, if you want us to stop, you can reach me. I am at Classical Glazda on Twitter. You can send me a message. I'm following you, so my DMs are open. As soon as you send that message, I'm gonna get it. If you want me to stop, you have to reach
Yeah,
out to
we'll
me
stop.
specifically, and we will stop.
Or actually sponsor us.
Or actually sponsor us. You're sponsoring everyone. Might as well.
Might as well.
You're buying everything. Might as well buy Spies.Edu.
Then you could have yourself a game full of women, and it's almost like a binder, but it's different. And not women. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. Sorry. AFABs. Wait, yeah.
Perfect. We're gonna go back to the evil, uh, the evil team. What is the evil team doing? The goal is to kidnap the other 3 and put them in jail. How are you going to do that?
June is briefly going to go up to Bridget and just be like, if you ever get pedantic again with me, I'm going to give you a Serbian necktie.
Well, I look good in neckties. I don't know about Serbian prints, but I don't give a fuck. Kill me. Do it now.
No, it wouldn't be fun.
That's what you think.
Amelia's probably plotting with Cindy. They're probably just doing each other's nails and like saying, I think it would be great if we kidnapped our counterparts and first we give them split ends
Oh,
and
perfect.
then we lock them up. And then
You
like we're just
want
kind
to
of
wash. You just want to wash their hair like 3-4 times in a day.
I think we should use
With
Head
dish
and
soap.
Shoulders shampoo.
Ooh, Head and Shoulders shampoo is terrible. It's gonna
gonna
look so terrible on her hair.
Awful.
It's perfect. I can't wait. She looks
So excited.
pathetic anyway. All right. Do y'all have any
Mean
plans?
girls.
What plans do you have? And Evil Gary does look at you. How are you gonna do this, girls? Agents.
Well, it'll be easy
Well, they're
because
gonna be coming in. Go ahead.
yeah, no, I mean that's basically it. We get them to come to us, and we just set up a whole bunch of traps. June can sit there and pretend that she's the best marksman in the party when everybody knows that it's me, and just have a good time killing them. Or no, we're not supposed to kill them. We
Yeah,
can
because
make
you'll die.
though. If we blow off a leg, does our leg get blown off?
No,
Okay.
you're free to float. You're free to cut off a leg. Or two.
Finally.
So it's not like a pain meets pain situation.
Oh no! Just make sure they don't die. I've tried. And Gary does press a button when he says I've tried, and there's a screen that comes up from behind him, and you see Gary in imprisoned, and you see him like beaten up.
Oh.
Hey, Gare,
Poor
how's it
thing.
going?
Oh, bait.
Yeah.
Gary looks at all four. He's like, "Oh no, were you gotten too? Did the lasers? Oh no!" And you do see.
So we found our bait.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna use Gary as bait.
Yeah, we just knock him unconscious with a syringe full of something and leave him tied, make it look like there's explosives on him, put some tripwires up.
If we put him in the cage, they have to go in the cage to get him, don't they? So just
I can
leave
wire
the
the
door open.
explosives.
I also don't think we have to knock him out. Let him squirm a bit and gag him too.
But
That's
he
exciting.
might warn them.
Not if he's gagged.
Yeah, we have to gag. The gag is good.
Evil Gary, give me your sock.
If we leave the door open and they
Oh.
walk in,
I like how you think, Amelia.
ooh.
And he does take off his sock and give it to you.
Yeah, stanky.
I'll get the plastiques.
I'll give you a hand because we know you'll forget something.
Perfect. Can everybody roll
Unprofessional.
4d8s for me, please? I want to see how successful your plans are in setting them up.
Oh.
2, 6, or 2, 5, 6, 6 on my end.
All right.
2, 3, 4, 5 for June.
2, 3, 4, 5 for June. And
Bridget with 1, 4, 7, 8.
Corey.
3, 5, 7, 8.
Perfect. As a group, you're fairly successful. You were able to make sure that Gary, not evil Gary, Gary has been tied up. June, you're able to successfully do what you need to do with the bombs. Corey, what were you planning on doing for the traps?
My plan was basically just put Gary in the middle of a cage with the door open.
Perfect.
And then shut it when they come.
Perfect. You're all successful in doing that. We are, while they're planning on doing that, we're going to transition back to the good team.
Wait, but you didn't ask what Evil Bridget was doing.
Oh, sorry. I thought I had asked. Evil Bridget,
Oh.
what are you planning on doing, Evil Bridget?
Evil Bridget is following behind June and just like making little comments, and like when June's picking out all the plastiques, just leaning on top of the thing, tits out, to be crass, but
Guns a-blazing.
guns a-blazing. You know that lean if you know that lean.
Mhm.
But just antagonistic as fuck, just getting like trying to get on June's nerves.
My time in Colombian death camps was easier than this.
Oh yeah, you like it a little bit rough then?
Rougher than you can imagine.
I have a broad imagination.
Whew.
You forgot the fuse.
This isn't sexy at all. I'm totally fine. I am not feeling anything at all. We're gonna transition before I fall apart to the good team. Good team. It's Professor Vera, it's Corey, it's Bridget, and it's Ames. What are you planning to do?
Well, frantically just keep like hammering June, trying to get a response because hey, maybe we need help. June's the best. But yeah, so like that, and then just preparing to go. I guess June would say bring extra gun. So here's extra gun for you, and extra gun for you, and extra gun for you.
Perfect. The three of you, can you roll another 4d8s for me, please?
I don't like it when I get a 1.
Oh, this is pleasing. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, that's cool though.
Oh,
I
that's
like
great.
those. I love runs.
Yeah, it's very pleasing.
Mhm.
It
Make
landed
them
in that order backwards. It's really pretty.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I got 1, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, that's not bad.
1, 4, 4, 6.
Okay. Hmm. And then let's see. Professor Vera looks at you. I'm gonna stay here and do some research, quick research on making sure that we can easily combine you both, back together and figure out what is going on, what's happening, and where the fuck is Brian? And and what the fuck is Brian doing?
What did Brian do? He fucked up again. He's always fucking up.
Perfect.
Lay off my friend.
Sorry, it's just,
All three of you now, you should go.
Yes.
All right, but Professor
AAA.
Vera, it's been
Yes.
really weird. And since June isn't here for some reason, I have to fill the gap. And Ames puts their hand on Vera's shoulder and goes, "Hamana, hamana," just monotonely, just to complete
Hamana,
hamana,
hamana.
hamana, hamana, and then goes.
Yes, you're a very attractive woman, and June would like to date you. If she has not expressed that, then she is weak.
Yeah, that was from June.
I don't
The phone starts buzzing.
I don't particularly date students, but thank you for the information.
Somewhere in the middle distance, I could drop out. No.
Not technically your student anymore.
Not anymore. I won't enroll. Perfect. So all three
I
of you
changed
make your
my
way.
major.
All three of you make your way to AAA. And before we continue, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back in 10 minutes for more Spies.Edu.
Break.
Boom. We're back! And now, the scene opens with the three good members of the team standing in front of AAA. It's dark. The doors are locked. But this isn't really new to you all. You don't usually this AAA building is close to public anyway, so it's always been dark. It's usually when you enter in that you see the different, the lights and everything. But again, it's not new to you to see this. What is new to you is this is just like the second time, really, second or third time you've entered through this, because Gary likes to teleport you in with their pneumatic tubes. And you're standing there. What are you guys doing? What are your plans?
First, we go inside. Second, we find June. Third, win. Does that sound like a plan?
Sounds good to me. I mean,
Oh, I'm terrified.
Perfect. As all three of you make a step, like take a step forward, and it could be anyone, but one of you does touch the door. And the moment you touch the door, a screen pops up, and you see evil Gary, or you see Gary sitting there, arms on his lap, all folded and stuff, or whatever it looks like, and looks at the three of you. I'm glad you can make it, agents. I don't know if you'll make it through, but I'm glad you're here.
Make it through what? Hello? Tap, 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 tap.
Oh, you'll see. And as he says you'll see, the door swings wide open. And the screen sort of like goes up and disappears into the ceiling. The door is now wide open. What are you guys planning on doing?
I should have brought dog. Go through.
Perfect. Evil Bridget, you designed this level. You made this for them. As soon as they walk through and they come in, it looks like what a normal office looks like, open space, a lot of cubicles. And in the middle of the room is a screen. And on that screen is you, Evil Bridget. What do you say to the three that stand before you?
You're fucked. And it's going to be so much fun watching you shit your pants as you try to get through this. Because hold on. Just one more.
Keep going.
I'm bad. And my friends are even worse. So that's it.
Perfect.
I just want the to plant the seed that this is going to get worse from here.
This is going to get worse. All three of you now roll me 44s, and if you decide to use again any specialty to go through or any gadget, do tell me so you can add d8s. Remember, you do have the 3 gadgets that was given to you, which you can add a +4 to any of the dice you have, making it an automatic success for that specific dice. But go ahead and tell me what you roll.
4, 4, 5, 6.
That's pretty good.
1156.
No,
Perfect.
I just dropped a couple of my dice. I would like to use the teleporter bag to try to teleport across the open space.
Perfect. So roll your 4d8s and then add a 4 to any one of the
Add a
results.
4. Okay. And okay. So adding the 4, we have 4, 5, 6, 7.
Perfect. So, you are successful. You're actually very successful in getting through this. And I want each of you to describe how you avoid the guns, the rubber guns from, how you're going to cross this floor of cubicle with rubber guns jumping out to shoot you, because basically this floor that you are seeing, all three of you, looks like a normal cubicle, but you do see uh guns behind the cubicles, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
So there's like a
How
row of machine guns on the other side of the cubicles.
Perfect. Let's start with Corey. You again, you are very successful. How do you do it? How do you cross this floor?
Are the machine guns stationary or moving?
Bridget?
Stationary. They can like pivot a little bit, but it's like Frogger with machine guns.
She just crawls out of range. If they can't go down,
That is perfect.
she
Corey,
just it's not cool looking. It's not impressive. She just crawls.
perfect. And you're successful. Eva, Bridget, you're watching this and you're like, dang, why didn't I think of that? But Corey is able to successfully cross the room without much trouble because she decided to crawl out of the way. Bridget and Ames, what are you going to do to get past this to the next door? Let's start with Ames because I think I have an idea what good Bridget is going to do.
So Ames, think you're still the part that plays video games, right? And Ames is gonna just try to spam dodge roll across.
Yes.
Dark Souls style. Come on.
Perfect. And you're able to do this. You're able to successfully cross without much damage, without much issues. Bridget, how are you going to cross this?
Well, Bridget just pulls on Bag and goes, "What the fuck, Vera?" and tries to activate it.
You are able. It doesn't. At first, you feel your back get really warm, and you're a little worried that it's going to explode.
Oh, no.
But it does teleport you from one end to the other, and as you arrive there, you hear you hear it shake. You feel it shake. It's getting really warm and it's shaky. And what do? You just
Fling it the fuck off.
perfect. As you fling it the fuck off into the middle of the room, it turns bright red, and you're expecting an explosion, but it just fizzles out into like, and then that's it. But it does look like it's not working anymore. So
Well,
that is the use. You no longer have the teleportation backpack because that has been used. All three of you then go up to the next floor. The next
elevator.
floor. It's an escalator because it's sort of like it's a weird AAA mall. So you're like riding up the escalator to the next floor.
We should look out for June in a storm front window.
Amelia,
Mm.
this is your floor. They've reached your floor. Can you describe the floor to the three that have arrived now?
Sure. So they come up the escalator, and they're taking there's only one way forward, which is through what looks like a maze of mirrors,
Mm.
and hanging over the top of the maze, like up high, it's a tall ceiling, is a box just kind of hanging from the ceiling there, labeled knockout gas.
Perfect. It's a hall of mirrors, and at the very top, it's a box that's labeled knockout gas.
What
And
the acme fuck is this? Sorry.
As Bridget says that, a screen from behind you pings, and you turn around, and it's Amelia on the screen. What words would you have for these three, Amelia?
hi, Ames. It's me, Amelia, your better half. And I'd like to dedicate this room to you. You see, I've taken some inventory about who I am versus who you are, and I know that I am the good spy. I'm all the parts of you that were successful, that were amazing, and you're just a cowardly failure. And don't worry, I took inventory on your friends too. So why don't you try to solve this room? And then Amelia snaps, and a 5-minute timer comes up on the screen. Or we'll take care of you later. Bye. And the screen turns
The
off.
screen turns off and it disappears. Um, let's start with Ames. Ames, what do you do?
Ames starts hypervent, like clamming up and just freaking out, like, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh my God, they're right. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this. And starts pacing around,
Perfect.
hoping, and is going to the teleporters
Teleporter bag has been used.
used
Mhm.
on the good side.
Yeah. There is still a teleporter bag with the bad side.
Yup.
Do we still have our personal gadget?
You do. You do still have your personal gadgets. That adds another D8 to your rolls. So yeah.
You could
What
use
what do the other two do while Ames is hyperventilating?
Bridget would just walk up to Ames and lightly slap them across the face to try to get
Thanks, I needed that.
Roll 4d8s just and actually Ames roll 4d8s as well. I want to see if that successfully works to snap you out, and then you can decide whether you let it snap you out or the dice will decide for, like, you can decide if the dice will, you know.
I got
Yes.
2, 3, 3, 5. It was a very light tap.
There's a light tap. Ames, what'd you get?
2558.
Ames, whatever light slap that Bridget did to you, it probably didn't work. You've been dealing with this insecurities for a whole lot of time, so you've gone through this kind of thing. So it probably didn't work, but it did sort of like make you realize that maybe now's not the time to lose it. Corey, what do you do?
Corey is going to wait to see if everyone else gets through first.
Perfect. Is anybody gonna go through?
I know-
Remember, there is a 5-minute
It sounds like a game of
countdown.
tag.
It's already let's
Started.
say we've already have we've already lost like almost a minute and a half. Definitely more than a minute, but less than a minute and 30. So I'm keeping time. Uh go ahead. What's next?
So Ames is gonna say, so the slap didn't help, but I'm just gonna try to Leroy Jenkins it.
Leroy
And is going
Jenkins!
to panicked, irrational, take the mints,
Hmm?
lick them all, and throw it at the maze.
Perfect. Roll me a 5d8s with your mint gadget.
Yeah, and for those who don't know,
Uh
uh, Ames has explosive mints.
exactly. That is the gadget that Ames has.
2, 3, 4, 5, 8. That's 5,
Okay.
right? Yep.
So uh you're it's a success, but it's a little complicated. You walk through and you destroy a couple of mirrors and it's great. So you're able to like almost get through it. But you do stop for like half a second and you look at one of the mirrors. What do you see in those mirrors that almost stop you?
So Ames sees their mentor figure,
Mhm.
the person who recruited them, and specifically them saying, "You're going to be a star agent." And for a moment, Ames is gonna feel that insecurity bubbling and feels uh Corey kind of like behind them and won't snap in that moment.
Perfect. You're able to get through, even though there was a short moment where you felt like you couldn't, but you're able to push through. Who's next? You are Corey and Bridget. You're able to see that Amelia Ames was able to get through, and they were able to get to the other side. Corey, you said you were about to say something.
Corey, yes. Corey is going to take her cane out,
Mhm.
close her eyes, and use it as a guide of what's a mirror and what's not.
Perfect. Roll me
So,
your
so
5d8s.
cane hits mirror turn. Because your biggest enemy in a mirror maze is using the mirrors.
Exactly.
As someone who has walked into mirrors in a mirror maze before.
I'm terrified
1,
of the
2,
mirror
4,
maze.
8. Oh, it was fun, but I did go right into a couple mirrors. 1,
Don't you
2,
have
4, 8.
another? Don't you? Since let's see.
You're using your cane.
You're using your
Oh,
cane, so
yeah.
you add one more.
I didn't know if they counted because
It's fine. I'll let it count. Your rollerator is it whatever. What was the other one?
3.
3. Okay.
My jetpack, backpack, cane, rollator.
Yeah. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8. This is
Probably very slow.
you're walking through it and you're almost there. You can feel it. Your eyes are closed and you can feel it. And you open your eyes and you realize that you're not all the way through and there's a mirror you're standing in front of a mirror. What do you see that stops you in your tracks?
I think Corey sees all the time she's done something environmentally questionable, but immediately justified it for like greater good or inability to do anything when she feels like she probably should have stood up and done something.
Perfect. Well, not perfect for Corey, but perfect for evil Amelia. You are stuck there. On the next turn, you get to roll another 48s to see if you break free and go through, but you are currently stuck there. And the 5-minute countdown is now at, I'm going to say 3 minutes. You have 3 minutes left. Bridget, what are you gonna do?
Bridget is going to take off visor and inspired by how Corey did it. Well, if you can't okay, no, not being able to see is a good idea. Okay, well, I am literally blind. Okay. Um so
Roll your wait, so you're not using your
I'm
glasses.
not using my
So
visor.
you're 48s then instead of the
Yep.
5d8s. Perfect.
Oh,
2 OP. 2 OP.
yep. I got 1, 6, 8, 8.
Oh, that's a good roll. Perfect. Um, you're blindly going through this, and you hear voices. You hear your voices, but you hear different accents of your voices, and it's really weird because you don't have an accent. This
No.
is not normal. You've always had the accent that you have now. You don't have different accents. What do you hear them say to you as you're passing by these mirrors?
Uh there's one that whispers, "Your dog hates you." Uh, this is devastating. Like,
That is devastating. Your dog, your actual dog who loves everyone, dogs love everyone, hates you specifically.
Yep. Another one that is, "Oh, well, you're sure to fail out now, aren't you?" And just yeah, just all kinds of just dark thoughts and lovely different accents.
Perfect. You hear these thoughts, but you're able to make it through. How are you able to make it through? What
Well,
what memory do you think about?
well, the dog thing really upsets me because like that's a very strong bond that Sadie and I have. So then I think back, you know what? No, Sadie fucking loves me. She is always there for me. She does everything that she needs to do. She's a good guide dog and good companion. And just like literally thinking about the business and personal side of the relationship with the dog is what gets her through.
Perfect. We are now at just a minute left. Corey, roll me 4d8 or roll me 5d8s again.
That is a 1, 2, 4, 4, 6.
Perfect. What do you think that helps you break out of this moment where you're seeing your worst self in this mirror? What do you think?
No one can do everything.
Mhm.
You can only do what you can do. But that's more than if you didn't try.
Perfect. As you're thinking these thoughts, you can feel the ability to move again. And good thing too, because as you move past it, the box that is knockout gas isn't a gas that turns you into a knockout, but is a gas that knocks you out. And it does start to fall. It starts to release the gas, but all three of you are successfully able to move past this level. And you're not taking the escalator up to the next level, and you hear soft music as you're going up, and finally you reach the next level. um
Where
June,
is June?
what do they see?
Oh no.
You see a large indoor forest with tall evergreens and thick trunks. You see foliage and undergrowth and various other sapling sizes. And then the little video comes down that everybody's been talking through, and you see Evil June dressed in a full ghillie suit with her Remington Model 700 firmly across her chest. I have slept enough for one lifetime, enough for an eternity. You have my thanks for coming here. I have to thank you for waking me. If you hadn't shown up, my sleep would have been eternal. Do you hear me, AAA? I am the end. I am here to bring you to your ultimate fate. You will make a fine quarry for my hunt. Feed cuts. Video goes back up.
What
I'm
the
not
fuck
turned
was
on
that?
at all. Excuse you if I look like it. I'm not. Thank you.
Bridget's just weeping. What the fuck was that?
Nope. Nope. Wait a second. Wait a
Visibly-
second. Was that the speech from Metal Gear Solid? Is what Ames says.
Ames would
Ames says
know.
that.
Ames would know.
Agents.
Corey is verbally upset by the amount of waste it takes to make a fake forest.
Indoor forest.
Is it
Oh,
a fake forest or is
I
it
want to
when
see
you
it.
can just
It's a fake
trees.
it's a forest, like it's actual trees and foliage, like indoors. Yeah.
Oh.
You've
It's
never
not
seen this
much
floor
better
before.
given how much it takes to do that.
Yeah,
I mean, the
that's
power to just
I think-
give this
and the
enough sunlight
water.
alone, the UV light.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I think Corey is just upset that nature was disturbed for this.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fair.
Perfect. So the way to get through this is you're going to June, I'm going to ask you to roll multiple times through
Yep.
this since you are the one making the sniper shots and it is going to be contested rolls.
Mhm.
So your rolls, if June has better rolls, you would fail and you would get hit. June, what does your bullet feel?
What does my what feel?
You're gonna shoot at them.
Oh.
How would it hurt them?
She's gonna go for limbs first. Shock disable.
Perfect. I want you to keep that in mind as you make your rolls.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
Because she's been told non-lethal, so it's
Non-lethal.
disabling shots, yeah.
But you can take a leg. Specifically, we
Corey-
have verbal covering. Oh god.
Corey would like to do something.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Corey
What
is
would
going
Corey
to
like
put
to
on
do?
the CD-ROM. Corey is going to put on the CD-ROM dress,
Perfect.
tighten her backpack straps, and jetpack over the forest like a giant disco ball.
Perfect. It will it
Using
should dazzle.
Using
should-
the dazzle feature.
Yeah, perfect. Go ahead and roll since you're using your jetpack 5d8 and you can add a +4 to your roll.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so 7, 7, 6, 6, 5.
Oh.
That is a very good roll. June, can you roll 4d8s for me? Actually, roll 5d8s for me
Because
you're
combat
using
is my specialty.
you're using your gun as well. Well,
I don't beat those rolls.
you don't.
No.
Perfect. Corey, you are you jetpack through this and light flashes everywhere and it does dazzle you, June. You are unable to shoot at Corey.
Mhm.
And Corey goes through. Bridget, it's your turn. What do you do?
My hope was to sort of distract to make it slightly easier for everyone else, but it may or may not.
Yeah, I mean, like while so that
You know what? The
happened,
rolls were actually really good. So you're rolling with 4d8s instead of just your 5, June. Okay.
Oh, okay, got it.
I think while Corey's going aloft, like the giant disco ball dancing queen that she is, Bridget's gonna try to just jet and run just straight and fast, no zigzagging. Should always zigzag.
You should always zigzag.
But just try to run straight through. I'm gonna get killed. And the entire time just screaming, "Ah!"
I don't think that'll help, but we'll see.
Nope, it won't. It really, really won't. Oh, Lord. So which limb? Do I get to pick the limb or does
You do get to pick the limb because that is the freedom of choice that I will give you as a player.
I
You
get
get to pick
some
the limb.
agency?
Yes.
So that's a 1, 2, 4, 5.
Oh, my rolls are better.
Yeah.
Pick a limb.
Oh.
You want a leg, arm? What do you think? Maybe thigh?
Oh. Crap. You know what? I think it's brutal, like straight through the forearm.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you can't use that hand anymore, and it's through and through. But oh, does it hurt?
You just hear a quiet crack, and then your arm just goes numb.
Mm-hmm.
You were able to still go through, but for the rest of the game, you're rolling with one less d8.
Okay. Yeah.
Perfect.
Mm,
Whether
it's
you have a
Mars.
gadget or not, it'll be one less d8. Ames, what do you do?
Oof.
Strafe. You're the video game person. You know what to do.
I was thinking
Dodge
something
roll.
similar to that. Let me know, storyteller, if this is okay. Ames one is going to use their hologram glasses, but rather than
Perfect.
doing a disguise, because presumably Ames can't just do a snake hologram, Ames is going to use it to project fluctuating, like kind of like different sizes of Ames to throw off Evil June's aim.
Perfect. Roll your 5d8s for me.
Like a
Okay.
blur effect.
Yep, exactly. 1, 6, 6, 7, 8.
That's a good roll. June?
That could totally be a filter.
I would like to ask if I could use the backup pack that the evil team has to
You
teleport
can.
into an advantageous position and give myself a 5th die back.
Well, that one doesn't give you a 5th die. It gives
Okay.
you a +4.
Okay, it'll give me a +4.
Yeah.
And in that case, where do you want it, Ames?
Where do you want it, Ames?
Ooh,
8, 8, 7,
Giggity?
4, +4.
Ooh,
I tried so hard.
that is a good
Damn.
roll, though.
That's
You
really
gotta roll
good.
perfect to
Yeah.
beat it.
Yeah.
So I would say probably like the right leg or something like that. Like
Okay.
just as Ames thinks they're about to make it, trip and
Oh.
fall forward.
Just whip. Yeah.
yeah,
And there's no
Perfect.
pain, it's just immediate numbness. Yeah.
Perfect.
that's polite.
That's more
June
disturbing.
still remembers the good stuff that you went through and doesn't really want to completely maim you.
Also,
So-
over the loudspeaker, they didn't authorize lethal force against you.
That makes sense. Now thumbs up.
Ames, for the rest of the game, you have one less d8 for whatever that we need. Ames 1 and also Bridget 1. Corey, you're able to go through this unscathed, which is great. You go through another escalator and you go up. Do you talk to each other while you're riding the escalator?
Oh, my arm hurts.
I
Does
think
anybody
Corey's
have
just
extra
trying to
Band-Aids?
assist because she. Yeah, Corey was really trying to assist and didn't, so now she's just gonna try to assist how she can now.
Yeah, maybe you could do like a medicine check to see if you can help bring back anything to the other two. It would have to be a really good roll though. Like a really good
Yeah. You mean like a 5, a 6, an 8, and an 8?
That's a really good roll. That's pretty
It's
positive.
making- I think my dice are saying sorry for the absolute terrible rolls they did earlier.
Please don't, Jana.
Who are you going to medicine check? You have enough supplies for just one.
Ooh. I think Bridget, and she's also going to hand her rollator over to Ames to assist with the leg.
Perfect. If you
That's so
decide,
nice.
you do get your D8 back, Bridget, and if you decide to use the roller, Ames, you get a D8 back as well. But you don't have access to it anymore, Corey. The roller.
Yeah.
Perfect. We have reached the last floor. Corey, can you describe what the last floor looks like?
So, has they come to the top of the elevator? Because for this one, it is an elevator that goes into the center of the room.
Oh,
And as they step out, the elevator shrinks back into the floor. And they are in just a walled room. And from a dangling bird cage in the top is Gary.
uh-huh.
And like a hologram comes up from the middle. Like
Oh.
I'd call it a mouse trap, but that's not very fair to the mice, now is it? Good luck.
It is a bare room, and Gary is in a cage. And Corey, I know that this is to evil Corey. It is also going to be a contested roll. If the agents decide to try and open the door to get Gary out, it'll be a contested roll with you. But who wants to go first? No one wants to go first.
No one.
Um,
What are we gonna
uh,
do?
It is an empty. It seems like a bare room. There's no big traps that you can see. Corey didn't say there was some big traps. It's just a room, and there's a cage, and it has Gary in it. And Gary looks down and says, "Agents, you gotta be careful."
Does he not have a sock in his mouth?
Oh, that's right. He does have a sock in his mouth.
There's booby traps here, right? Ames looks at Bridget and Corey. Like,
I mean, there has
no
to
way.
be something.
I don't have any more mints.
I think good Corey is instantly scanning just for traps, like seeing if anything connects, if anything's gonna pop out.
All right. Well, good Corey, can you roll 48s for me, please?
Yes. Three, 5, 7, 8.
If there are any traps, evil Corey, does Corey see it? Because they are successful in looking. She's successful in looking.
There aren't any visible traps from down below.
There aren't?
No, there's nothing on the floor. Nothing on the
Perfect.
wall.
You don't see anything. Good Corey.
This is super suspicious, guys.
Well, yeah, I mean, is
No,
empty
I
room?
don't see anything.
Maybe we can wall climb up. Is like I'm gonna try to go into a corner and
All right.
start wall climbing up.
Go ahead and roll 48s for me.
Well, 3d8s because I'm down.
You got
an
it
R
back.
in- Oh, I did. Okay, yeah. I thought it was just aim. Oh, okay. 2, 5, 5, 8.
You're successful in your climb. Corey, is there anything that would stop them at all?
No, you could. I mean, you'd have to get from wall to center because it's like a circle room with like a flat ceiling and a bird cage.
You're able to get up.
Yeah.
What do you do next?
Dice. I guess stupidly try to jump to catch the bottom of the bird cage.
Roll a 48s.
Yeah. This is Oh, I got 2 6s and 2 8s. I
Oh,
can jump
nice.
rather well.
You are able to jump really well, and you are able to catch the bottom of this cage, and you're dangling now. You have enough strength to hold on for a couple of rounds.
Okay.
Ames, what do you do?
Shouldn't have eaten all those or licked all those mints. Um, Ames is going to roll over and just provide support for Bridget, just ready to
Hey,
catch
catch your
catch her.
ass.
All right.
Yeah.
Since
I think Corey does show Ames where the button is for the jetpack,
there is a jetpack,
just in
your
case of need. It is a jetpack
Oh,
realtor.
okay, yeah, forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah, I guess
roll
Ames
roll
will
roll 5d8s. Oh wait,
5d8 or 4d
4d8s
because I have
because
3d8 and then I
yeah,
use
just the
okay,
one.
cool. 5, 5, 5, 8 to jetpack up.
5, 5, 5, 8, 3 5s and an 8. Is that correct? Perfect.
Mhm.
You have even though you've never used this before, you have seen Corey use this a million times. So you're able to access it, click on it, you're able to fly, and you're now sort of like floating in front of Bridget as she's hanging on this cage. And it's a little bit it's still swinging back and forth, and Gary is like holding on to the cage. What do? You're able to get there.
Um, try to kind of stop the swinging so that Bridget can stabilize and climb back up.
Perfect.
Essentially, yeah.
Um it's stabilized.
Okay.
And Gary is thankful. You're able to open the door pretty easily. Evil Corey, for whatever reason, didn't really do much on this floor, and you're able to open it pretty easily. And now, Gary still has a sock in his mouth, is tied up, and you're able to like take him out of it and maybe put him on the ground. So now you have Gary on the floor, and all three of you are standing around Gary. What do you do?
I'm just gonna
Okay.
say it can't have been just that. It can't have been just that. As they untie Gary.
Well, we still have not found June. So maybe our princess is in another castle.
There's also not a door.
Oh shit. Uh
As
stomp on the floor.
as you're all looking around, you hear a clap. Slow clap at first. And a door from behind you does sort of like come out, and you see evil Gary walking out, and you see the four walking out as well. It's evil Gary, it's evil June, it's evil Corey, it's evil Bridget, it's evil Amelia. And it's the three of you and Gary, who, by the way, is still tied up
It's
and a
in the
sock in his mouth.
process.
What do you do? I'll leave it to you because you're going to be reacting to each other. Well, except for June, because June is the only one there.
Where's June? Where's good June? Our reunion is not complete.
She's been taken care of.
Did Vera give us the laser, or did Vera keep the laser?
Farrah doesn't have the laser.
Gary has the
Oh, okay.
laser.
Gary does have the laser.
Do we see it on him? Do goods see it? Oh, okay.
Okay, so what is end game really? Like, yeah, you know you can't ever keep anybody in prison. People break out eventually. So they'll have to kill us, which will kill you, right? Or something. Why don't we just combine again and be friends?
Evil Gary smiles and says, "Well, I think I can keep you for as long as I need."
Oh. So when you have no more need, or if you want to get rid of counterparts, then you just kill us.
Uh, Evil Cindy pops out of nowhere and says, "He's not gonna kill us," and then sort of like stands behind Evil Gary again.
Mm. I mean, if you want to go with like tropes, eventually you will try all to kill each other. So
And good Ames is going to chime in. Yeah, I mean, it's classic evil clone logic. I mean, I may not be evil, but I know they're evil, pointing at evil Amelia. And I know I know they're planning some effed up crap for y'all. And
We're too perfectly opposed. We know the weakness of the other one.
destruction is assured. Mutual destruction is assured. Why don't we not combine forces?
You don't know mine.
I mean, we kind of do. Redheads, legs, tight skirts.
A vision of Vera pops in June's mind. A gorgeous, long-legged redhead pops
Yeah.
into June's mind.
Yeah, that
And a
one's kind of.
bright smile that she only seems to reserve for June.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have a point. And then June turns and immediately temple strikes the person next to her.
I'm going to roll a dice.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I declare thumb war.
The person next to them is Corey. Evil
Evil
Corey.
Corey? Yeah.
Evil Corey, roll 48s to see if you're able to avoid this June from knocking you out.
2, 4, 5, 5.
June, can you roll for me?
Yep. This is combat. Can I have the fifth?
You'll get your 5d8.
1, 6, 6, 8, 8.
Oh, that's a good roll. Evil Corey, you are successful, and you are brought down with June's karate chopping your temple. Evil Gary looks on. What are you doing?
Reprioritizing, and then she goes for the next person in line.
Who's next in line?
Also,
I
she
did it all
tucks
for
her
the
hair back
nookie.
in her ear. Who is the next person? Sorry.
Who's next?
It is Ames. Amelia, actually. Amelia, if you can roll 48. Remember, you still evil gang. You still have your, evil gadgets. So, you can still use them.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
If
Amelia
you want to win.
is... Do we have do the evil versions of us have our gadgets?
Ooh, good question.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, y'all are fucked.
So Amelia is going to use the Mountain Dupe because it's right
Okay.
up their alley
Mhm.
to dodge, basically to shake hologram themselves and use that to assist in dodging.
Perfect.
Yeah.
5d 48s plus 4 on anything.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yep. Well, is it technically infiltration? No, it's not.
I mean, it's not stealth. definitely.
2, 3, 5, 6.
2, 3, 5, 6, and you've already added your +4.
I will add +4 to the 2. So 6, 3, 6, 5.
Okay. June, roll for me.
4,
5,
4, 5, 7, 8.
That is a much better roll, Evil Amelia. And June is as you're about to shake it up and like all these holograms, June is able to see the real you and is able to karate chop and knock Evil Amelia
Temple
out.
strike.
Temple strike. Bridget, Evil Bridget, it's just you and Evil June.
Come here, sweet cheeks. Let's do this.
But what about the closet? I thought, and with that, like, as a, like, what about that passionate time we had in the closet? Gonna whistle, and Evil Sadie comes out, because if I have
Ooh.
Evil Sadie, and I'm gonna
Mhm.
use the freaking roller skates and Evil Sadie to zip the frick out of there.
Evil
Perfect.
skating?
Evil skating.
Evil skating Sadie. Evil
Yep.
Sadie.
Evil Sadie. So that's like, is that 5? Or
Yes, and you have a +4.
Okay. Oh fuck. Well, I got 2 8s, a 3, I guess a 5, and a 1.
All right. And have you already added your +4 on it?
Yeah, I got 2 1s.
So 8, 3, 5, 1.
Is it your
June.
turn?
4, 4, 5, 7, 8.
Oh. 4, 4, 5, 7,
Is it-
8. It is a much better
Is it because there's
roll.
only
No,
two
no.
skates? 2 skates, 4 legs?
I have
That
the
is
skates. The dog is running.
So the dog is running, and you're basically mushing behind it. And June, if I could just take a little bit of liberty here,
Yeah, sure.
you basically, what's that word where you clothesline?
Clothesline.
You clothesline Sadie and Evil Sadie and Evil Bridget, and they fall and are knocked out. So it's just Evil Gary standing now. And as June, you're facing Evil Gary, a screen pops down,
Oh shit.
and you see Brian with a laser and looks at all of you and says, "You ruined everything!
It was Brian.
You ruined everything!" And he walks out with a laser looking at all of you. I hate all of you. You're always it's always all about you, and points it straight at June. I was supposed to be the star student. And what do? There's an angry Brian with a laser.
Laser bracelet
Would
his
you-
hand, so he dropped
Ooh.
it.
Oh yeah.
With gadgets, I kick your ass.
Can I take the liberty of having Amelia just have enough consciousness so that both Ames and Amelia see Brian and go, "Brian, you idiot," at the same time?
Same
Perfect.
affectation. Everything.
Yeah.
Brian looks at Ames and is like, "I'm sorry, Ames, but I had to do this. I loved her too much."
Love too?
Who do you think? You homewrecker? Points it at June.
But she said she does not date students. It's against professional code. She lied?
She will date me eventually.
Oh, Brian.
Oh no.
Oh, Brian.
I'm
You
actually
do
going
see
to.
that the laser is on there's knobs on the laser,
yeah.
and it's a personality splitter. Fatal. For whatever, it's just like two
I-
knobs. It's personality splitter and fatal.
Got the
And it's
safety
got-
on or off?
Basically.
So I did roll. I did roll to get him to drop the laser, and I got 1,
Perfect.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh,
Okay. Let me
that's just a
roll.
5, 6, 7, right?
That is just a 5, 6, 7.
Finally, I know this
Five.
system.
All right. Brian does not do well, and he does get how do you want to do it, Corey?
Yes, Corey.
Just without moving, without doing anything heroic or anything, just a little flick of the wrist, just to like get his finger so that he doesn't even, he just reacts to his finger getting hurt and it just falls.
Perfect. The gun falls, and you see Brian, and you see evil Cindy and evil Gary slowly stepping back because the other four are now on the ground and asleep. Well, the other three are now on the ground and asleep, while this three are like stepping back, and it's just. It wasn't our plan. We were just, patsies and stuff. What do y'all do?
June draws her Sig P365 and just has it on Brian. It's just like, Brian. That's some truly incel shit, my man.
Really is. I mean, like, have you talked to the school counselor?
We should get you to therapy.
We have really good therapists. at
There's
the
resources,
college.
man.
Yeah.
June, roll to intimidate.
Yeah, okay.
You're using your weapon. So it's a
Meanwhile,
5G.
Corey is reaching for the laser.
Yeah,
You are
good call.
successful in doing that while everyone is distracted.
That is 2, 2, 3, 5, 7.
2, 2, 3, 5, 7. One, 3.
Bless you, dice gods.
Brian did not roll very well. He is intimidated because he dropped his gun. There's an actual gun pointed at him. He is terrified, and he's like, "You win. I'm sorry. I was just blinded by my love. Okay,
Hey, it's okay. I get it. Truly, I get it.
Evil Cindy then pushes Brian out of the way and just makes a run for it back into the room, followed by Evil Gary. And what do you guys do as these two try to make their escape?
Flashbang him.
Before Evil Gary gets off, yeah, there you go.
You're gonna flashbang with the what was that?
The Sprite.
The Sprite.
Mhm.
Who's gonna
Sprite.
do it? Ames? Are you gonna do it?
Yeah, sure.
All
Yeah.
right, go ahead and roll with your 4d8s plus 4.
Just
Let's
like in
hope
Modern
so.
Warfare.
Flash out!
Corey is gonna switch the laser back to personality from lethal to personalities
Just on the
Cool.
safe
and just
side.
have it prepped.
And Ames rolled a 6, 6, 7, 8.
Perfect.
That's with the +4.
Perfect. And this is to do what again? I'm sorry.
Flashbang them.
Perfect. It is successful, and they are blinded at this moment. You cannot put Evil Gary and Evil Cindy back together just because. Well, actually, you can put Evil Gary. Evil Cindy, you cannot because Cindy isn't around.
Yep.
Corey, would you describe how you hit everyone?
I think she's going to tell June to duck.
June hits the deck.
Because June is not split. And she is just got a sprinkler that just like in a full ballet circle in place, just meow.
With Super
Cindy,
Soaker.
Evil
Mhm.
Cindy does not really, react or anything. Doesn't really change. But all of you do start feeling this power that's drawing both of you together. Except for June. June is on the ground. Corey, how do you feel as you are connected to your self again?
I think Corey spinning and giggling as she is just causing the most chaos she can in her like truest and happiest state is just still spinning and still giggling as she's just rejoined
Perfect.
and just chaos.
Bridget, how do you feel as you're becoming whole again?
Bridget is like as like the as two become one. But like as the memories merge, yeah. But as the memories merge together, she's like, "Oh, what the? I did what? Oh, I feel. Oh, I need to talk to June." It's just like one of those, like, "Oh, okay, 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 all right."
Ames, what do you feel? Especially as you see your friend Brian on the ground as well, as you are connected together.
I think for a moment, Amelia is like, no, 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 I don't want to go back, and gets kind of like absorbed back in. Like
Mm.
Amelia is actively fighting against it, but Ames lets them in and feels like an almost like kind of, so almost like forgiving yourself, your old
Mhm.
self, kind of that those feelings, because Amelia is Ames from a long
Right.
from a life a long time ago.
Mhm.
And then there's a moment of clarity there and kind of like realization, and then Ames sees Brian and
Yep.
gets just a lot of just like, you friggin' idiot, and is getting ready to give just to give him the lecture of a lifetime.
Perfect. Gary does sort of dust himself off and says, "Oh, I have been locked up a very long time and also have not been locked up for a very long time. This is very, very weird. Thank you for saving me, agents." And he does offer his hand to June to help June stand up and says, "It's been a long day. Brian, I can't believe you did this. You're I'm going to tell your mom so many things."
Mm.
Oh, are you dating his mother?
Yes, actually, yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
that's
just
how
wanted attention from stepdad.
well,
I mean, sorry, not to like jump your relationship forward.
Sure, it's a
not yet. We're taking it
complicated.
slow.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
taking
of
it
course,
slow. We're
of
not
course.
ready to make
I
but
mean, you're
I
an
don't think
elderly. I mean, old. I mean, age.
I'm not that old. I'm like 45.
Oh my god.
Crispy. Ugh,
Okay,
45.
You might as well be dead already, man. Does you even? Can you even? Never mind. I don't want to know.
And as you're having this conversation, the camera zooms back. And it zooms back into where Vera is sitting back at her own little spy office
Mhm.
and sends a text message to June and says, "I hope you're okay."
immediate response back, just, yeah, I didn't get hit by the ray or anything. I just had some stuff I needed to work out internally. And then just coffee question mark.
And that is where we'll end this scene. That is where we'll end the story. It is a great finale, guys. We have reached the last episode of Spies.Edu, Evil Gary, our finale. Before before we finally end this season, let's look at a little bit on where are they now. Let's do a little bit of an epilogue because I love epilogues. And I'm going to roll. Bridget, it's been, let's say, 3 or 4 months after the whole you met your evil whatever. Um, I think it took a lot out of you, and Gary gave all of you like 4 months off because it's also the summer. Um, how are you doing? What have you been doing in the last 4 months?
Well, Bridget has been trying to romance June the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to bridge, make that gap, bridge that gap between friendship and lovers, and just really going at it. So like going to the gun range, romantic sniping missions, you know. And also has a new guide dog because Sadie got retired because that happens with guide dogs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she's got a brand new guide dog, and it's big, huge butch Rottweiler.
Does that Rottweiler have a name?
Yeah, let's call him Benny because my son is harassing me right now. So Benny the Rottweiler.
Benny the Rottweiler has replaced Sadie and June. How do you respond to the constant flirting or the constant trying to connect with Bridget is doing? And how have you been doing the last 4 months?
Number one, well. Number two, at the gun range, she's helping stand up behind Bridget and realign her shots and showing her how to, doing the guided arm thing. And, they ran through a simulation of how to do ghillie suits. So they were getting down in the mud together at some points.
Oh, sweet. It's a
Afterwards, she was just, when they were cleaned off and like, getting back to normal activities, she just approached Bridget and was like, put one hand on Bridget's shoulder. Hey.
Why, hello.
Want to go to the closet?
I thought you would never ask.
Perfect. Corey, we'll move out of there. Corey, how have you been in the last 4 months, and what have you been doing?
Have we recover from that? Corey has been just doing as much as she can in the terms of her like environmentalist act, trying to have as much of an effect as she can, and also yelling at AAA for having fort and attempting to get that replanted into nature.
Mm-hmm.
Because that didn't get there in a day. That was before.
That's been there
Why
for
do you
a while.
have this? Put it back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Put it
Gary,
back.
Gary looks at you and says, "Oh, it's just for training. We have this different
Put it
floors for
back. Put it.
Do you know how much it's gonna
back.
cost to put it back?
Have it be outside. You shouldn't have brought it inside. Put it outside.
It gives good fresh
if you
air
wanted
for the people.
training, do it outside.
All right.
Outside.
All right. Fine. For saving me, I'll
Trees
put it outside.
outside.
I'll put it outside. But Corey, I do have an assignment for you. I do have an assignment for you. We need
After you put the trees back.
After I put the trees back, we do need some help in in freeing some of the animals in some zoos, personal zoos that are owned all over the country, mostly tigers. I think you'd have to go to Texas or Florida. Are you okay with doing that? I need your help.
Why do people think that a tiger is a good pet? Its job is to murder, and you're putting it in a cage, and you get surprised when it's mean. No,
I know.
Put it back.
That's why I need you to release them, or figure out a way to.
Yes, I go put it back.
Perfect.
I go put it back.
I will put the trees outside if you save the.
If the trees aren't back outside when I get back, you're gonna meet some tigers before they go home.
Oh
Can
no!
I pet them?
That's
Can I
illegal.
pet them?
Sure, Gary. Sure. I can't guarantee their reaction, but you can pet them. If
Perfect.
the trees aren't back, and that's a threat, Gary. That's a threat.
Perfect. And you do have this, and we zoom out of this discussion, and we zoom into Ames. Ames, how have you been doing in the last 4 years? I mean, not 4 years, 4 months. 4 years. Skip.
4
Only you. 4
millennia
years.
later.
So I think in the 4 months since Ames has taken inventory on themselves, they've not ditched entirely, but they've lightened their like general like snarky gothy kind of palette or punky kind of palette. It's still punk, but they've they're presenting themselves more as a little bit of Amelia and a little bit of Ames. And they're walking in the hallway, texting Brian saying still grounded for life.
Brian replies, "Yeah, Mom wasn't really happy about that."
Yeah, because you're an idiot. dot dot dot. And then is gonna knock on Cindy's door and say, "Are you ready for training?"
Yeah, I am. Yeah,
Let's do this. Let's go be spies.
perfect. And that's a wonderful way to end it. A wonderful way to end this season. But you know what? I'm just not going to end it at the moment. There's one scene left, and it is in AAA. And there's a USB plugged into a USB port.
Yes.
And you hear the quiet voice of Brandy going, "Download complete."
Uh-oh.
And that is the end of Spies.Edu season 1.
Yes!
Woo! Hello. I have been
An
your
absolute
storyteller.
blast.
I have been your storyteller, your NPC, your Vera. I hope you all have a good time. My name
My
is
Vera.
Glyza. You can find me everywhere at Classical Glyza on any of the socials, or just looking for me at bio.link/Classical Glyza. But enough about me. Let us reintroduce everybody else around me. Tell us who you are, who you played, whatever projects you may have coming. We can start with Sarah.
Okie dokie. Yeah, Sarah Baba Yaga. You can find me on the Twitters at Shut Up Sarah, and I'm gonna be in a whole bunch of stuff for the next 2 weeks on Girls Run These Worlds and on different channels. So one shots, and then next year I'm doing Dragon Age, and that's gonna be super cool and on YouTube. And cast hasn't been announced yet, but it's gonna be super cool. And that's me.
Yay! Cassidy.
Hello, I am Cassidy, Awkward Cassidy on Twitter. I will be in one of the one shots next week, the Regency Masquerade on Tuesday, 1 p.m. EST. Come join us for some Regency party fun. And this has been an absolute blast. Thank you for having us, Glyza.
I'm so happy to have everyone. Speaking of being happy to have everyone, Clara.
Hi everyone. Again, my name has been I've been Clara. I've been playing Ames Going. You can find me at Verily Disco on TikTok and Twitter. I'm also relaunching my Twitch, so feel free to follow me there, twitch.tv/Verily Disco. And I do also want to promo United We Dream, which is a nonprofit for undocumented students, and they're currently raising money to do a big trip down to DC. Again, so this is a group for advocating for undocumented students.
Keep an eye out for that. And finally, last but not the least, definitely not the least, June, who's been romanced not twice by a professor and also their own agent teammate.
I'm Riley Gritch on Twitter and Twitch, RILEYGRYC. And I am gay, homosexual, gay. That's it.
Perfect. If you ask Riley any projects that she may have, she's just gonna shout gay. They're all gay. So, and we are all gay. So thank you so much for watching us and being happy with us. This has been Spies.Edu. I hope you had a great time, and keep an eye out for other shows that we might have. Bye.